Hello, World Wide Web. Welcome back to Hangin' With. I'm GW Pomichter. Thanks for logging on and tuning in. If you haven't already, go on down and hit the red button and subscribe to the channel. Come back over and over again. See the authors and artists that we're hanging with every week from around the state of Florida. We are at Sassy in Jacksonville, hosted by the Short and Sassy Book Blurbs blog. And we are hanging with author Cynthia P. O'Neill of the Need series and the Remembrance series.
Correct.
All right, fantastic. Well, thanks for hanging with us, Cynthia.
Glad to be here.
Yeah, so tell us a little, well, I'll tell you what, let's start here. We'll start with the Need series, okay? Okay, the ladies are loving that, I'm betting.
Yeah, usually as soon as they pass by the table, they stop when they see the pictures.
Oh, there you go, there you go. So tell us a little bit about the Need series.
Well, the Need series focuses around one main family that owns a business and they're diversifying. They've suffered some heartache and tragedy with the main head of the family losing his daughter, and that seems to have propelled everybody else's lives into a whole new level.
Okay.
Where the first book, one of his sons meets one of his intern employees, they fall in love, and then her brother comes in to help their company with a lot of things that are going wrong, solving some accounting and computer issues, so it starts pulling in one character after the other.
Okay, so awesome. And how have readers responded to the series so far?
They seem to really love it because each book is focusing mainly on one couple from the beginning, and then those couples become secondary in the storyline and continue on through the fifth book, which is the fifth book in the series.
So we keep touching bases with different couples throughout the series.
Yes, and now it's fixing to spin off into a new series called Titan Security this summer.
Oh, wow, that's fantastic. Well, congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
And so let's talk a little bit about how you first began writing and publishing romance.
Well, I ended up having this recurring dream, and everybody's saying that how my husband's and my lives sound like a romance novel on how we met and everything. And
that is a wonderful compliment.
And it just was like, well, you know, why don't we try adding some fantasy into it? And after about 8 years, the dream was very there, and I'm like, well, you know, I think I want to write. So then I started writing a Tame series, which was the Remembrance series, and it's basically based on how my husband and I met, with a lot of fantasy put in there. But then after that, somebody issued the challenge to me about, I don't think you can write steamy for the NaNoWriMo one. I'm like, okay, let's try that. And then one of my other series called Learning, and then the Need series came about.
Oh, wow. Okay, so this the first series here then is the Remembrance series. This is Remembrance Book 1.
Yes.
Okay, I remember. And so let's talk a little bit. This is loosely based on how you and your husband met.
Yes.
So let's talk about writing that down. How difficult was that to write down and to turn into a romance novel, more than just a story that you tell to friends?
Well, the characters are greatly based on my husband and I.
Okay.
And the things that we went through when we first met, because we felt this overwhelming love instantly, like we had maybe met before in another lifetime. And the characters actually are going through in each book realizing that they are fulfilling a prophecy and have met in another life and existed. And every time they get close to marrying, they're kind of killed off.
Oh, wow.
So they're guided by a visionary on trying to figure out what's going on in life while they're trying to battle the darkness that's following them, trying to destroy them.
Wow.
So you focus on the present through every book, but you also focus on each past life. First one takes you to Victorian.
Wow.
Second takes you to the Revolutionary War. And I still have to write the third and fourth.
So take advantage of that romance in your life, folks. You don't know how long it's going to last. That's wow. That's pretty neat. Now, writers are readers. So what's on the nightstand right now? What are you reading? What's inspiring you?
Oh, and one good point about the Remembrance.
Oh, please, yes.
Once the titles are spelled out, there'll be 4 books. There's 2 right now. It'll spell out, I remember loving you always and forever.
Wow. That's fantastic. That's neat. I like that.
On my nightstand, I don't have anything yet because I just finished up a novel yesterday.
What did you finish up?
It was a new series by Kelly Favor.
Okay.
I don't recall the title of it, but all of her books are wonderful.
Wow. Now, so what, when you're writing, and you're writing these characters, what's the ultimate guy? What do you write? What really is, when you write something, you're writing for you?
Ultimate guy. Well, I loosely base all my characters, whether tame or erotic, largely on my husband and his personality.
Okay.
I hate to put it out there like that, but he's just, the sensitive side that I represent on everybody is my husband.
Wow.
and just some of the things he says and the romance side of it, him, and then the other portion is just fantasy.
It's just, okay, there you go. So now, writers write at all hours of the night. We're up doing our thing when everyone else is asleep. What's the ultimate midnight snack? What's going to get you right in the middle of the night?
Coffee.
Coffee. Oh, coffee.
Coffee.
That's an always snack.
That's a mandatory.
Okay, so we've got I Remember, loosely based on how you and your husband met, and the Remembrance series, which will follow that arc. But they're going to make a movie of your life. What's your theme song?
That's a tough one. Well, for my husband and I, it would easily be Truly, Madly, Deeply by Savage Garden, because that explains how we feel about each other. But if it was just on me, it would probably be I Survived.
I Survived. There you go. Outstanding. Well, if you had a choice, writers are very creative people. If you had a choice and you could travel back in time to any moment or to the future, where would you go?
I'd probably go to the past, because a lot of our lives in the future are based on things that happened in the past.
Outstanding. That's fantastic. What moment in time would you choose to look at? A moment in your own lifetime, or would you like to see something different?
Something different.
Something different? Yeah, that's fantastic. And now we can find these on the web, I take it, and in bookstores everywhere. So where can we find Cynthia O'Neill on the web?
I'm on Amazon and Barnes & Noble.
Okay.
I'm also on Goodreads.
Awesome.
Now, the only series that is not on Barnes & Noble is the Learning Series, which is a different one owned by a publisher. So I'm at their limits.
Well, we know we missed you at the I Love Books multi-genre book signing, and you're here at Sassy in Jacksonville. So as you work around and you come to these conferences and meet readers and things like that, what are some of the most rewarding experiences that you've had meeting readers?
Just getting an idea of what they like and what they're looking for in a book to help me try and plan future books.
Oh, fantastic.
Plus, checking out the area too, because usually the cities that I write about are places I've been to.
Wow, that's fantastic. So new settings. So whenever you visit a place, this is a new setting for a book.
Yes,
That's
absolutely.
fantastic. That's awesome. Well, we have to wrap it up. We have been talking with Cynthia P. O'Neill, the romance author of the Need series and the Remembrance series and
Learning Series.
the Learning series, romantic and erotica books. So check out the links down below for places where you can find those books and where you can find Cynthia on the web. As we wrap it up, we want to say a special thank you to our friends over at Something Unique Magazine, Books, Chocolate, and Wine, the Florida Book News, Authors for Authors, our great friends at Wordfire Press, and our brand new friends at the Nerdorama Network. Thanks for supporting the show, guys. I'm GW Pomichter. We've been hanging with Cynthia P. O'Neill. Remember, subscribe, log on, tune in, and see who we're hanging with next.